This is the most haunted tunnel in Japan, and it might be watching you right now. The Kiyotaki Tunnel near Kyoto is just 444 meters long, but stories say its length changes depending on the time of day. Some drivers say it stretches endlessly. Others say it contracts while you're inside. How is that even possible? The tunnel was built in 1927, but not by choice. It was constructed using forced labor during the early Showa era. Prisoners, often political, were worked to death digging through bedrock. Many bodies were never recovered. Some say they were buried in the walls. Locals believe the restless spirits never left. At night, drivers report a pale woman standing at the tunnel entrance. She wears white, her hair soaked, her eyes vacant. When cars pass through, she sometimes appears in the back seat. Dashcams show nothing. Yet passengers swear they felt a cold presence right behind them. One legend says that if you see a ghost in your rearview mirror while driving through Kiyotaki Tunnel, you must not look again. If you check twice, the spirit latches onto you. People who ignored this warning often crash shortly after leaving the tunnel. Some are found with twisted steering wheels. No sign of what caused them to swerve. Another claim is about the stoplight at the tunnel's mouth. It turns red even when no other car is present. Drivers who run it sometimes vanish from traffic cams for minutes. When they reappear, they have no memory of the missing time. A few believe the tunnel opens briefly into another realm. In 1988, a man was found dead just outside the tunnel. No injuries, no obvious cause. The police said he had a heart attack, but locals whispered that he had seen something. His car was idling in neutral. The headlights pointed into the forest, and there were wet footprints around the driver's side door. The tunnel's name, Kiyotaki, means pure waterfall. Fitting, since a natural spring runs through the area. But purity isn't the feeling visitors describe. Most report nausea, dizziness, or panic. EMF meters spike. Some ghost hunters say their batteries die instantly when entering the tunnel. There's also a nearby shrine built to ward off evil, but it's always locked. Offerings pile up outside, never touched. Once, a tourist took a small bell from the gate. 2 weeks later, he mailed it back with no note. Only the word sorry scrawled on the envelope. Some believe the tunnel is cursed because it sits on a ley line. Others say it intersects multiple spiritual boundaries. Traditional Onmyodo geomancers warned about building roads near such intersections. They said it would invite chaos. The government built anyway. Curiously, the tunnel has a known gravitational anomaly. Phones lose signal. GPS routes jump. In one case, a navigation system showed the car looping in a circle inside the tunnel for 12 minutes. The driver had only gone straight through in 30 seconds. Another strange feature is the reflection. If you drive through alone at night and look in the rearview mirror, you might not see your own face. Reports say the mirror sometimes shows someone else. A different hairstyle, a different mouth. No one knows what that face wants. Before renovations in the early 2000s, the tunnel had no lights, just a single weak bulb near the center. People walking through it would sometimes see shadows racing toward them. But when they turned, nothing followed. Some claim they heard whispers in old dialects, voices asking for help. There's a smaller service tunnel parallel to the main one. It's sealed now, but maintenance workers say that during inspections, they used to hear tapping from behind the concrete wall. Rhythmic, like knuckles. Once, they broke a panel to investigate. They found nothing but a shallow void, filled with stagnant water and bones. One truck driver in 2003 said he passed through at 2 in the morning. As he exited, a woman stood in the middle of the road. He swerved and looked back. She was gone. He kept driving. 10 minutes later, his dash cam footage cut out for 43 seconds. When it resumed, his rig was already parked. He didn't remember stopping. The original construction records were destroyed during World War II. No one knows the exact number of workers who died building the tunnel. Memorial tablets occasionally appear at the site, placed by anonymous hands. They're often removed, but they always return. Kyoto locals avoid the tunnel if they can. Even taxi drivers take longer detours to stay away at night. There are no official reports of hauntings from police, but emergency responders carry salt in their vehicles when called to that area, just in case. In Japanese folklore, roads where tragedies occurred can become ubeisut zones, where spirits linger in loops. Kiyotaki fits the pattern. Cold wind even when it's warm. Screaming heard when no one is there. And cars that stall without warning before the engine starts again, like something allowed them to pass.